Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Sofia Nur Ali binti Nadatu Zamizam. My metric number is B0325101883. So today I would like to talk about our project. The title of our project is University Accommodation Management System. For the background, manually managing student accommodation can be challenging for universities, including delays in application submission, inaccuracies in room assignments, maintenance tracking problems, and communication issues between student and housing staff. However, these were overcome by creating UniAccom, a centralized accommodation management system. It enables students to apply for accommodation online, check room informations, have rooms automatically assigned to them, and receive notifications, maintenance requests, be able to talk to housing personnel, and is connected to the university's database for easy management. So this is the background for our project. Next is a project objective. The objective of UniAccom are to simplify the online accommodation application process, improve room allocation based on the student eligibility and preferences, provide automatic notifications for room assignments, enhance communication between the student and housing staff, and improve accommodation data management by integrating with the university database. Next is a system development methodology. System development methodology is a structure approach used to develop an information system systematically and efficiently. It ensures that the system meets user requirements. The key principles are clear requirements, structured phases, user involvement, iterative improvement, and a quality assurance. So we got a six SDM phases: planning, analysis, design, implementation, testing, and lastly is a deployment and maintenance. For the planning phases, define objective and feasibility. Analysis is to gather user requirements. Designs is a create PFD, ERD, and interface. Implementation is to develop the UniAccom system. Testing is to verify system functionally, and lastly, deployment and maintenance to launch and maintain the system. Lastly, is about our Gantt chart. This Gantt chart shows the project schedule and timeline for developing the university accommodation management system. The project is planned over 6 weeks. In a week one, we complete the requirement analysis, select the system development methodology, and prepare the project charter. In a weeks 2 to 5, we develop the system design, including the context diagram, DFTs, and ERD. Finally, in weeks 5 and week 6, we complete the input and output design, finalize the report, and prepare for the presentation. This schedule help ensure that all tasks are complete in an organized and timely manner.
Now, let's look at the context diagram of the UniAccom University Accommodation Management System. The purpose of this diagram is to define the scope and boundary of our system. As you can see, the central process is the process 0, UniAccom University Accommodation Management System. So we have identified three key external entities interacting with the system. It, they are the student, the housing staff, and the university database. So first, the student initiates interaction by sending login credentials, accommodation application form, maintenance request, and student inquiries. In return, the system provides them with available housing option list, room assignment notification, maintenance status updates, and staff replies. The housing staff provides room inventory updates, room assignment or reassignment decisions, maintenance tasks schedules, replies to inquiries, and system announcement. The system in turn rounds pending maintenance requests, student inquiries or tickets, and real-time room assignment status and occupancy rate reports directly to them. Lastly, to ensure security and compliance, the system communicates with the university database to send a verification request and receive the student eligibility and background data. This is our level 0 data flow diagram where we decompose the system into four major processes supported by six key data stores. First, process 1.0 is student application and accommodation selection. When a student logins, the system retrieves their local information from data store 1, student account, and verify their eligibility with the university database. The student can browse real-time housing data fetched from data store 2, accommodations, and room inventory. Once they submit their applications, the data is validated and written into data store 3, applications. Second, process 2.0 handles room assignment and notification. This process pulls pending applications from data store 3 and checks available room from data store 2. Housing staff can also input manual allocation commands. Once matched, the process writes the final records to data store 4, room assignments, updates data store 2 to mark the room as occupied, and sends a room assignment notification to the student. Third, process 3.0 manage maintenance request and service. When a student submits a maintenance request details, the process first read from data store 4 to verify their active tenancy. It then routes the task to the housing staff as a work order. All scheduling and progress updates are written to data store 5. Maintenance logs and and the status updates are sent back to the student. 4. Process 4.0 supports communication and support. It handles student inquiries, messages, and staff replies, ensuring all interaction logs are safely archived in data store state. Communication records for future reference.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Noalia Tasha binti Syipun. So for this slide, it show the DFD level 1 for Unicom University Accommodation Management System. The process begin with process 1.1, verify credentials and create account, where the student submit login credential and profile information. The system verify the student eligibility with the university database and creates a student account. Next, in process 1.2, browse and search accommodations. The student enters housing search criteria. The system retrieves room details and availability from the accommodations and room inventory database and display the available housing option. Finally, in process 1.3, validate and submit application. The student completes the accommodation application form. The system evaluates the application and store the submitted application in the application database. This process ensures that the student can register, search for accommodation and submit application efficiently through the system.
Hello everyone, my name is Lo Xingyan. Now I'm going to present our enhanced entity relationship diagram for the student accommodation management system. This system is designed to manage accommodation application, room assessment, and maintenance requests. It also manages different type of user, including student and staff. First, we have the user entity, which store common information such as a username, email, phone number, and password. The student and staff entity are specialization for the user entity. Students store information such as faculty, program, and year of study, while staff store the staff member's position and department. Student can submit accommodation application. Each application records the student's accommodation preference, any special requirement, and its current status. Every application is linked to one student and one accommodation. The accommodation entity store information about each accommodation building, while the room entity store detail of individual room. One accommodation can contain many rooms. After an application is approved, the student is assigned to the room through the room assessment entity. This entity records the assigned room, the move-in date, the move-out date, and the assignment status. Student can also submit maintenance request if it experience any issue in their room. Each request is linked to a student, a room, and a staff member. Staff members are responsible for processing these requests until they are complete. Overall, this database design separate different functions into different entities, which help reduce data redundancy and improve data organization. Primary key uniquely identify each record, while foreign key connect related entity and maintain data integrity. In conclusion, this EERD provide a clear and efficient structure for managing student accommodation, room allocation, and maintenance service. That's all for me. Thank you.
Next, this slide presents the input design for Unicom University Accommodations Management System. The main objective of this form is to collect student accommodations, applying data, ensure accurate and complete information submission, and improve user experience through a simple and organized design. As shown in the form, students are required to enter personal information, application details, cost information, and payment information before submitting their accommodation request. Several input design features are applied in this form. Clear labels are provided for every field to help users understand the required information. Required fields are marked with an asterisk to ensure important data is not left empty. Drop-down menus are used to reduce input error, while radio buttons allow users to select only one option. A date picker is also included for easier data selection. In addition, the form provided submit, reset, and cancel button for easy navigations. The benefit of the input design are that it is easy to understand and use, reduce data entry mistake, improve data accuracy, and speed up the accommodation application process.
This slide presents the output design of our UniAccom system. After a student accommodation application is approved, the system generates a room assignment notification. It displays important information such as the student detail, room number, accommodation type, movie-in date, rental fee, and application status. The output is designed with a clear layout, making it easy for students to read and understand. It also provides action buttons to print the notification, download it as a PDF, or return to the dashboard, improving the overall user experience. In conclusion, our University Accommodation Management System helps simplify the accommodation management process. It allows students to apply for accommodation online and receive room assignment information quickly. The system also reduces manual paperwork, improve efficiency and accuracy, and improve a user-friendly experience for both students and administrators. Overall, this system supports better accommodation management and improve the quality of university service.